Glad to have you here again. Our topic for today is the structure of Treasury bills. In this episode, I will provide you with an explanation of what Treasury bills are, their operational mechanism, and how you and I can utilize this financial tool to generate a regular passive income for ourselves. So, stay with me as I guide you through the steps and advantages that come with Treasury bills. Welcome to Investment Analysis YouTube channel. Grab a cuppa, of course, a cup of tea. Have a sip of your drink and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Moving on, the question is, what are Treasury bills? Okay, before I continue, I'd like to point out that although Treasury bills operate in the same way across countries, however, each country has different conditions embedded within them. According to the respective central banks, in this episode, I will be using the US and UK as a case study. So, Treasury bills or T-bills are short-term debt security issued by the government to finance its short-term cash needs. They are IOUs that promise to pay the holder, that is, you, me, corporation, and foreign countries, e.g. Japan, China, and UK, etc., a certain amount of money, which is the face value, plus interest at a set future date, typically within a year. Maturity days in the US, for instance, are 4, 8, 13, 17, 26, and 52 weeks. That said, so why should you invest in Treasury bills? What are the benefits? There are several benefits of the financial instrument. I will name a few because of our time. 1. Guaranteed returns. As the return is fixed and predetermined at the time of purchase, TB provides a guaranteed return on investment regardless of market fluctuations, provided the federal government did not default. Okay, we shall come to discuss that later. 2. Low risk. Treasury bills are considered to be one of the safest forms of investment as the federal government guarantees payment of principal and interest. 3. Short-term investment. Treasury bills have short maturity days, typically ranging from a few days to a year. I say it's an ideal investment for those seeking to use their fund within a short period. 4. High liquidity. Treasury bills can be easily sold in the secondary market before maturity. Any investor can access cash without any penalties or additional charges. And then number 5, in my opinion, this point is the best of them all. You see, they are because of the tax benefit. The interest earned on Treasury bills is exempt from state and local taxes, making them tax efficient investment. You see, while you and I will pay the government taxes on investment like stocks, bonds, ETFs, and crypto, etc., with the Treasury bill, you don't have to pay any tax. 6. Diversification. Investing in Treasury bills can provide diversification to an investor's portfolio and balances the risk of other investments such as stocks and real estate. Now let us examine the operational mechanism of T-bills and how you and I can generate consistent income from it. Okay, let me break it down. See, the government will set up an auction date and announce the amount of bills to be sold at a proposed stated price. Investor can then bid for these bills at a price lower than the face value, that is less than the original stated price. Once the auction is complete, the government pays the investor the face value of the bill at maturity. Okay, for example, if an investor successfully bids for a $10,000 6-month Treasury bill at a discount price of $9,800, they will be paid $10,000 at the end of 6 months. What does it mean? It results in $200 profit, and then it means the discount rate on this Treasury bill is 2%. Okay, stay tuned. Let me share this reliable Treasury bill investment strategy with you. You see, to generate consistent income from Treasury bills, you and I can create a portfolio of bills with different maturities, rolling over the maturity bills into new ones. This strategy is known as bond ladder. This method allows investors to benefit from the higher interest rate of long-term bills and provide regular cash flow as bills mature. Moving on. Now let us examine how you can buy treasury bills in the States and in the UK, starting in the US. 1. Direct from the Treasury. You can buy treasury bills directly from the US Treasury through its online auction platform, which is known as Treasury Direct. To use this option, you will need to create an account, provide personal information, and link a bank account. This is a good option if you do not have a brokerage account. It allows you to buy in small denomination like $100. However, it could be very impossible for you to sell the T-bills before the maturity date. 2. To a broker or bank. This option is for those who already have an account with, for instance, TD, Ameritrade, Tax Swaps, Fidelity, and Vanguard, and some specific bank. And the purchase limit here is higher, say from $1,000. However, this option allows you and me to buy and sell the T-bills instead of waiting for the maturity date. 3. Fiat Treasury Bill, Mutual Fund, or ETF. Within this platform, investors can also buy Treasury Bill indirectly through mutual fund or exchange traded fund known as ETFs that invest in Treasury bills. This fund typically pull money from a large number of investors to buy Treasury bills, providing individual investors with a diversified portfolio of Treasury bills that match their investment objective. 4. Through a discount brokerage. Some online discount brokerage offer Treasury bills purchase to their customer at a discount compared to traditional brokerage firms. Okay, here's the key. The best option for you will depend on your investment goals, preference, and the level of knowledge about investing. However, it is important to do your research and compare the costs and fees associated with each option before making a decision. Now, back in the UK. Note, Treasury bills are sometimes called gilts in the UK. A. You have to open an account with a broker. The first step is to open an account with a reputable broker that offers a platform for trading gilts. Some popular brokers in the UK include Hargreaves Lansdown, Barclays, Interactive Broker, IG. B. Choose the gilt you want to buy. Once you have opened an account, you can scroll through a list of available gilts on the broker's platform and select one that matches your investment goals. C. Determine the purchase amount, which is you will need to determine the amount you want to invest in the gilt. You can purchase gilt in a multiple of £100 with a minimum investment of £100 and a maximum investment limit that varies depending on the gilt and the broker. D. Buy the gilt. After you have selected the gilt and determined the investment amount, you can place an order with your broker through their platform or over the phone. The broker will then execute the trade on your behalf. You don't have to do anything. And once you have purchased the gilt, it will be added to your investment portfolio on the broker's platform. You can monitor its performance and sell it if you decide to exit the investment. However, please note this is key. Before buying gilts, it's important to consider factors such as the gilt's maturity date, interest rate, yield, creditworthiness of the issuer. Very key. It's also important to research and compare the fees and expenses associated with different brokers to ensure you are getting the best deal. Okay, perhaps you are wondering if there's no downside to treasury bills. Okay, let us examine the disadvantages of T-bills. Let us examine some of the disadvantage. Low returns. Although treasury bills are considered to be one of the safest investments, the returns tend to be relatively low compared to other investment options with more risk, such as stocks. Inflation risk. Treasury bills may not keep up with inflation, resulting in loss of purchasing power over time. You see, the highest risk embedded in T-bill would be for the US government to default on its obligation to pay its debt. What am I trying to say? Okay, here's what you should pay attention to. You see, present US debt, according to the US Treasury Department data, listen to this please. The national debt of the United States as of November 2, 2021 is over $2,894 trillion. This includes the public debt of over 22.27 trillion, which is amount owed to individual financial institutions, foreign governments, and other entities, and the intragovernmental debt of over 6.67 trillion, which is the amount that the US government owes to government trust funds, such as Social Security Trust Fund. Very interesting. Okay, according to another source, listen to this, which is in 2023, this year we are in now, the cap currently stands at roughly $31.4 trillion, which is 25.2 trillion pounds. Wow. That limit was breached in January, but the Treasury Department used quote unquote extraordinary measures to provide the government with more cash while it figured out what to do. Listen to this. Should or if the US government were to default on its debt obligation, it will have serious repercussions for the global financial system, including holders of treasury bills. The worst case scenario for treasury bills holder would be a complete or partial loss of their investment. In the event of a default, the value of treasury bills will plummet, making it impossible for investors to receive their principal back at maturity. Another potential consequence of a US government default is a downgrade in the country's credit rating. Overall, the worst case scenario for treasury bills holders in a US government default is a significant loss of their investment, a significant impact on the global financial system, and a downgrade in the country's credit rating, causing an economic crisis. Wow, that would be ugly, really. Meanwhile, to take you through the step-by-step process on how to open treasury bill account, be it in the US or UK, it's a bit long process. Well, if I get more likes for this video, say 1,000, am I pushing my luck? Well, I got to try. Well, if I get more likes, I will produce another video to cover the process. Okay, here comes the best part. I hope you find this video very interesting and valuable. And then, the best part is always keep to the last. Subscribe, like, and comment. The goal is to generate wealth, build companies, and create jobs. Bye now. See you soon. Thank you.